Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Sinister Symphony of Thorley Manor. Holly had always been drawn to the haunting melodies of classical music. As a composer searching for inspiration, she found herself captivated by the enigmatic history of Thorley Manor, an ancient estate nestled on the Isle of Wight. Rumor had it that within the ivy-covered walls of the manor, a legendary symphony was composed by a long-forgotten maestro whose name was whispered only in hushed tones. When Holly unexpectedly inherited Thorley Manor, she saw it as an opportunity to unlock the secrets hidden within its time-worn halls. As she stepped through the grand entrance, she felt a shiver run down her spine, as if the very walls were whispering secrets to her. The air was heavy with the weight of centuries-old secrets, and the atmosphere was charged with a palpable sense of foreboding. Despite the warnings from the locals, Holly was undeterred. She was determined to uncover the truth behind the mysterious symphony that had been shrouded in darkness for so long. Armed with her musical prowess and an insatiable curiosity, she delved into the depths of Thorley Manor, searching for the source of the spectral music that echoed through its halls. As she explored the labyrinthine corridors and dimly lit rooms, Holly stumbled upon an ancient chamber hidden deep within the heart of the manor. In the center of the room stood a grand piano, its keys yellowed with age and its wood warped from years of neglect. Beside it lay a tattered manuscript, its pages yellowed and frayed with time. With trembling hands, Holly began to play the haunting melody written upon the pages of the manuscript. As the notes filled the air, she felt a chill creep down her spine, and she knew that she had awakened something ancient and malevolent. Suddenly, the room was filled with an ethereal light, and Holly watched in horror as spectral figures materialized around her. A ghostly orchestra assembled before her, their instruments gleaming in the dim light of the chamber. But there was something unnatural about them, something that sent a chill down Holly's spine. As the spectral orchestra began to play, Holly realized with growing horror that they were not bound by the laws of the living. Their music was a cacophony of screams and wails, a discordant symphony that sent shivers down her spine. She tried to flee, but the doors of the chamber were sealed shut, trapping her within the grasp of the spectral orchestra. Desperate to escape, Holly frantically searched for a way to banish the ghostly entities that surrounded her. With each passing moment, the music grew louder and more chaotic, threatening to consume her very soul. In a last-ditch effort to save herself, Holly reached for the manuscript and began to play the melody in reverse. As the notes filled the air, she watched in awe as the spectral orchestra began to fade away, their anguished cries echoing into the darkness. Exhausted and shaken, Holly emerged from Thorley Manor a changed woman. She had uncovered the truth behind the legendary symphony, but at a great cost. And as she looked back at the ancient estate looming in the distance, she knew that some secrets were better left undisturbed, lest they awakened something truly sinister. In the aftermath of her harrowing experience at Thorley Manor, Holly couldn't shake the feeling of unease that lingered within her. The spectral orchestra's haunting melody echoed in her mind, a constant reminder of the danger she had narrowly escaped. Yet despite her fear, a nagging curiosity gnawed at her, urging her to delve deeper into the mysteries of the ancient estate. Determined to uncover the truth behind the sinister symphony, Holly returned to Thorley Manor, armed with newfound resolve and a burning desire to confront the darkness that lurked within its walls. But as she stepped through the grand entrance once more, she sensed that something had changed. The air was heavy with an ominous presence, and the shadows seemed to writhe and twist in anticipation. Ignoring the warning signs, Holly pressed on, determined to unravel the secrets that had eluded her for so long. As she explored the manor's dimly lit corridors and forgotten chambers, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched, as if unseen eyes followed her every move. It wasn't long before Holly stumbled upon a hidden chamber concealed behind a false wall, its entrance obscured by layers of dust and decay. With trembling hands, she pushed aside the debris and stepped into the darkness beyond. What she found within took her breath away. The chamber was filled with relics of a bygone era, ancient musical instruments, tattered sheet music, and crumbling manuscripts littered the room, each one whispering secrets of a forgotten past. But amidst the ruins, Holly's gaze was drawn to a single object, a grand piano, its ebony keys glinting in the dim light. With a sense of trepidation, Holly approached the piano and ran her fingers over its smooth surface. As she did, she felt a surge of energy course through her veins, as if the instrument itself was alive with a malevolent power. Without hesitation, Holly began to play, her fingers dancing across the keys with a skill born of years of practice. But as the haunting melody filled the chamber, she felt a familiar chill run down her spine, and she knew that she had once again awakened something ancient and terrifying. The air around her grew thick with an otherworldly presence, and Holly watched in her as the shadows coalesced into spectral forms before her eyes. The ghostly orchestra materialized once more, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light as they raised their instruments in unison. But this time, there was something different about them, a hunger that burned in their eyes, a primal urge that drove them to consume the living. And as the spectral orchestra began to play, Holly realized with growing horror that she was their intended prey. Desperate to escape, Holly played faster and faster, her fingers flying across the keys in a desperate bid to banish the ghostly entities that surrounded her. But the music only seemed to fuel their rage, and the shadows closed in around her, their icy grip tightening with each passing moment. Just when all hope seemed lost, Holly remembered the manuscript she had discovered in her previous encounter with the spectral orchestra. With trembling hands, she reached for it and began to play the melody in reverse, her heart pounding in her chest as she fought to resist the darkness that threatened to consume her. As the notes filled the air, Holly felt a surge of power course through her veins, and she watched in awe as the spectral orchestra began to fade away, their anguished cries echoing into the darkness once more. Exhausted and shaken, Holly emerged from Thorley Manor once more, her mind reeling from the horror she had witnessed. But amidst the chaos, she knew one thing for certain: she would never forget the sinister symphony that had nearly claimed her life, and she would never again underestimate the power of the music that echoed through the halls of the ancient estate. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have had or have a great day.